For the next 5 weeks, until Congress returns on September the 9th, we'll look at all the major issues House Republicans left unresolved by deliberate obstruction and hopeless dysfunction. Everything from immigration control to gun control, you name it. Always keeping in mind that this Congress is expected to take the record for being the least productive in the history of this great country. Joining us now is Democratic Congressman Luis Gutiérrez of Illinois. Welcome, sir.
Thank you, Martin.
You are always such an optimistic individual. I have to ask you this question from the off. How's that optimism with your constituents, having seen the Congress come to an end, the year come to an end, as it were, and no progress?
Continuing to be optimistic, and here's why. It's a very broad movement, very deep movement. It's going to reflect itself thousands of times during the recess, and then you and I will talk on September 11th and see if it hasn't made an impact.
Well, Congressman, you just heard the House Majority Leader say the conditions are not right, the conditions are never right. When are the conditions right?
Well, you know, I wish Democrats were in the majority so we could set the agenda. We're not. We don't set the agenda in the Congress of the United States. Here's what it is. The Republicans may control the House of Representatives, but the referendum on immigration was held last November 6th, and the public policy is for comprehensive immigration reform. And I think in the end that is what is going to win out. So I'm going to spend the recess visiting towns, inviting congressmen to town hall meetings, whether it's in New York or here in my own state, LA, and I know that there are thousands of others, Martin, doing the same thing and ratcheting up the message that we can't let this opportunity be missed.
Well, you're certainly being helped by the President, because he goes to Arizona tomorrow to deliver a speech on the economy, as well as sitting down for an interview with Jay Leno. And already the GOP governor there, Jan Brewer, who of course has a history of being obnoxious towards the President and discourteous, is at it again. She tells Politico, quote, "It's Jay Leno comedy every other week." Do you know, or can you explain why Republicans find it impossible to have a serious discussion with this president, whether it's on the economy, on jobs, or immigration?
I think it's one of the saddest commentaries on our the political moment that we live. Barack Obama was elected and re-elected resoundingly President of the United States, and I don't know why a minority wants to keep obstructing the will of the American people. But let me just say, look, he's going to go down there. Governor Brewer, I mean, who is Governor Brewer? Let's look at who she is. She was an extremely unpopular governor running for re-election in Arizona with no record of any public policy accomplishment, who decided to do the old, you know, I'm going to blame someone else, don't look at my failures, and finger-pointed and scapegoated and criminalized immigration, all immigrants in her state, all the way to the Supreme Court, where the Supreme Court rebuffed 2/3 of SB 1070, and the other third we know is going to be declared unconstitutional. That's who she is, using this pandering against immigrants to put herself in where she's at. But what has she really accomplished? The President of the United States is going to go down there, he's going to focus on jobs, he's going to focus on the economy, and you know, I hope he talks about immigration too, because he has put a lot of resources, the federal government, on that border.
Congressman Luis Gutiérrez, thank you so much for joining us, and thank you for your optimism.
Thank you.
And we'll be right back to clear the air.